Hey guys, it's Steph and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, it's just a quick one. I'm going to be testing out the Makeup Revolution Brow Tint. It's not necessarily a new product that's been out for a few months now, but I've still had so many requests to try it out. If you don't know what it is, then I mean, it's pretty much what it says on the tint. It is a brow tint. If you guys have seen the Maybelline one that I reviewed before, similar concept to that. You basically paint it on your brows, leave it for a little while, and then you peel it off, and it's meant to last a few days. There are 3 different colors. So what I have is medium brown, dark brown, and taupe, and I'm going to be swatching all the colors as well, so you guys can kind of see how they look. These cost £5. They're supposed to last 3 days. Apparently you apply them on your brows for 2 hours. So we're going to do all the above. We're going to try these out and we're going to see if they work. So let's get into it. Alright, so I've got absolutely nothing on my brows at all. I get a lot of questions about my brows. I don't tint them. I don't do anything to them. I literally just pluck them, just do it myself at home. But this is what my natural brow looks like. So like I said, they all come in 3 different shades. So this one here, does it even actually say on the product? This one here is in the shade medium brown, so I'll give that a go. I think, don't quote me on it, but I think I used medium brown in the Maybelline one. Similar sort of wand. It's quite like a big, almost like old school lip gloss wand. So that's what the medium brown colour looks like. Pretty dark, but these usually do tend to lighten when you kind of like peel them off. We'll then go for the shade dark brown, so we'll give that a swatch. Why do I never have scissors around here? Again, same kind of packaging. They all do kind of look the same. They've just got like a different colour indicator on the bottom. So this was dark brown. Okay. Ooh, that one's a lot darker. Or is it? Actually, they both kind of look the same. There's me saying, oh, that's a lot darker, but they actually do kind of look the same, even like with the undertones. I'm a little bit nervous though, because this one in particular, the dark brown, looks very red. This one is more of like a reddy brown, but the dark brown literally has just like red undertones to it. Oh boy. So then next we have taupe. Now I'm hoping this one doesn't have as much of a red undertone. These are all super dark, you guys. Like, I don't know obviously how they're going to peel off or anything yet, but if you've got like fair brows and you just want something to kind of tint them a bit, this looks very dark so far. And they all kind of look the same. They all look the same. Bloody hell, which one do I do? I mean, my natural brows are dark brown. But that looks so red. Let me just do like a few little dots and I'll kind of like shear them out almost. Now I'm really bloody confused. I don't know if you guys can see that. But we have dark brown, which definitely looks more red. Then we had medium brown, which actually looks a lot more promising. And then we've got taupe, which also looks red. So I think I'm going to go for medium brown actually. Yeah, screw it. We're going to the medium brown. So like I said, I have tried the Maybelline one before. And that one I found works a whole lot better if you do use some kind of like angle brush. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to kind of take some off the brush it comes with. If you're curious, I'm just using a wing liner brush from Zoeva. And we're just going to draw this on. So let me see. Colour doesn't look too bad. Oh God. It's suddenly, literally as soon as I put it on my brows, it went a bit more red. Okay. You know, I'm actually going to go through the bulk of my brows with that first. So far, it seems very, very similar to the Maybelline one, just in terms of how it applies. So what I'm doing is I'm using the one that it comes with to go through like the majority of my brows. And then when it comes to like the end, I'll resort to my brush. I was hoping I was going to be able to go out and just grab a coffee or something in town with this on, but I mean, not sure that's socially acceptable. So then, now I've got like the little tail of my brow to do, I'm going to go back in with my brush. And just fill these guys in. Just a natural, everyday brow, you know? Okay, so before, after. Looking good. Just going to fill in this guy as well. No, my luck, the postman's going to come any minute now and he's just going to look at me and be like, what have you done now, Steph? What have you done now? The good thing about this is that if you do mess up, all is not lost. You can clean it up. Yeah, that was pretty easy. I mean, especially if you use a brush like this, definitely recommend you get a little angle brush. makes life a whole lot easier. But yeah, that was easy enough. So what I'm now going to do is go off camera, leave this for around 2 hours or so, and I will check back with you guys so we can peel it off. Alright, so it's been just over 2 hours. I actually went out into town looking like this. I wanted to pick up a few products for a video that I want to film tomorrow. All I did was I got my biggest sunnies, put them on, and no one will ever know. Although I did look a little bit weird in shops just wearing my sunglasses. But yeah, like I said, it's been just over 2 hours now. They are feeling very dry and very crispy. So now all that's left to do is to rip these bad boys off. Oh God. Here we go, boys and girls. Oh, it's broken. This is not... Oh, here we go. Oh God, it's broken again. This is not as easy as it looked on the advert. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's weird. Look at that. I want to try and get it off in one continuous piece. Close enough. Let's put that to the side there. And I'm just going to get a little spoolie and just make sure I've got rid of any excess. I'm not going to lie. It looks a little bit warm toned. It doesn't look like super warm toned, but I can definitely see that like where my kind of natural brow colour is in comparison to like the bit around my skin, it is a little bit warm toned. But I mean, it has tinted my brows. They definitely look a lot more filled in than they did before. I've seen some questions online before about whether it actually like tints your brow hairs or the skin underneath. I don't know if you guys can see that there, but it does tint the skin underneath as well, so it does make your brows look a lot more fuller. I am a little bit worried that it may fade and look a little bit too warm for me. We'll have to see. I will do check-ins and everything. But overall, like, the brows are definitely filled in. I don't feel like I need to put anything through them or anything like that. A little bit less worried now. So then we'll get this little guy. It's like a DIY eyelash extension. There we go. Alright, and again, just kind of brush through my brows to get rid of any little extra bits that are just clinging on there. But yeah, so far, I'm pretty happy with that. I don't know about you guys, but they look more full. Like, I've got a slightly higher arch here, which I always try to fill in with pencil. That's kind of filled all of that in, so my brows do look a lot more even. Came off easily. It hasn't pulled off any hairs or anything like that. I find that this comes off a lot easier than the Maybelline one. The Maybelline one kind of like clung to some of the hairs, whereas this one, I love how I've just got this like piece that I'm just like flailing around. This one, yeah, came off a lot easier. And yeah, so far on first impressions, I think that's looking pretty good. So like I said, over the next few days, I'm going to do a few check-ins just to see how long it wears, how it wears. But first, what I want to do a little smudge test, and I've also got a face wipe as well, so we'll see if it kind of takes anything off. So I'm gonna give it a little smudge. Nothing really seems to be coming off. Doesn't seem to be fading. Let's see how a face wipe works. So I'm just gonna do a couple of little once overs. Okay, that's actually taken off quite a lot. Like, I don't know if you guys can see just there. This is a brand new wipe. It has taken off quite a bit. But I am interested to see how this will last when I wash my face later on. So what I'm going to do is just go about my day as I would normally. Wash my face later on, take off my makeup and everything. And I will check back with you guys for my thoughts. Alright guys, so it is a fair few hours later. It's now currently just gone 12 at night. And I've just taken off my makeup. I had a full face on earlier. And I'm pretty sure, I mean, they don't look too bad, but I'm pretty sure the majority of it has come off my brows. I mean, there's still like a slight bit of tint. I don't know if you guys can see if I like just kind of brush my hairs out the way. There's still a bit of tint left, but generally it's kind of completely gone. I didn't take my makeup off with anything crazy or anything like that, just my usual cleanser. So I'm now just sitting here thinking, was that really worth me leaving the product on for 2 hours? Because now I feel like it's pretty much gone. Like, this part of my brow where I like to fill it in, that's gone. There's still a bit of tint left in my brows. I can see there is still like a slight bit just kind of like tinting the skin. But I mean, this is my bad brow and I put it here and it's pretty much gone because there is like a little bit of a dip here now. I don't know, I'm kind of sitting here thinking that it was a bit of a waste of my time like putting that stuff on my brows for 2 hours because I was hoping it would last a lot longer. I mean, I've only had it on for what, like 8 9 hours or so. And I mean, my usual brow pencil lasts for that same amount of time. It's And you know, I get that maybe like you shouldn't wash your brows as heavy, but I didn't really have much product on them. I went in quite light-handed when washing my brows, and it's still gone. And I'm just kind of thinking, if this says that it's supposed to last up to 3 days, are you meant to not wash your face for 3 days or something? Because that is a little bit gross. I don't know, I'm a bit like, put that stuff on my brows for 2 hours, didn't even last one wash. I mean, I'll still go ahead and do my check-in tomorrow. I was expecting to do like a check-in on day 1, day 2, day 3. But I'm not sure how long this is going to last on my brows. But I will still check in tomorrow after I've been to sleep. And yeah, we'll see how it looks in the morning. Hello! Alright, so it is now the next day. I had the best sleep ever. Literally, I think I slept for like 11 hours or something crazy. So I'm feeling fresh. My brows, however, I mean, they don't look bad. But the brow tint is gone. Let's be real here. It doesn't really look any different to yesterday evening, but there's a bee somewhere in my room. But I really don't see any tint left on my brows really at all. And in fact, any tint that is left on my brows, it is kind of going a little bit warm looking almost. I just think that if you have the time to leave something on your brows for 2 hours and it doesn't even last like the first wash. It took longer for me to apply the tint than it does for me to do my usual brow routine, and it didn't even last any longer really, so probably wouldn't recommend it. Not going to be doing any more check-ins purely because, I mean, there is pretty much no product left on my brows, so I feel like they'd be kind of useless. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you've tried it. Let me know what your experiences were. If you enjoyed this video and if you did find it helpful, then please do give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more of me, because I upload all the damn time. But apart from that, that's it from me. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.